Well, everybody, welcome. Finally, we are bringing you Season 2 of Talking Rad. It's been a year and a half in the making, and we're glad to be back.
You just dropped that on me. Dude.
It's been a hot sec. So anyway, also another note is, as you guys probably seen from the video that came out this morning, watch that first before you watch this. Cole.
Wait, when is this going live?
Tomorrow?
Oh, okay. Monday.
Yeah, today's Sunday.
June 16th.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Cole joined. He's the newest member of Talk Phase 9.
Welcome, myself. I've enjoyed being here for a week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been good. I moved in. My room is settled. And I already want to move out.
Welcome, my lord, to Isengard. No, it's been cool.
Thank you. I
It's
appreciate
been cool. I think we've had the works of Cole moving in for like I'm pretty sure it's like 6 months.
It's been like the beginning of the year.
Yeah, so since like January, like
Ever
maybe
since-
December, January.
Ever since our old friend who shall not be named moved out.
This is Voldemort?
No, it's Lord Moldy Butt.
Yeah.
Lord Moldy Butt.
You know what that's from?
No.
Really?
I don't
Really?
know.
Have you ever seen
Billy
Billy
and
and
Mandy.
Mandy?
The gr-
Oh, Billy and Mandy? It's
Yeah.
from that?
The Harry Potter spoof.
I didn't know they did a Harry Potter spoof. I
Yeah,
don't
they did
remember it
3 of them.
anyway.
Lord
Three
Moldy
of them,
Butt.
It's
really?
funny, those first 6 months when we were planning for him to move in, we only had one oil fire in the kitchen, but since he's moved in, these last few weeks we had like 4 or 5. I don't want to say it's his fault,
you
but
need to tell
it's
that
his
story.
fault.
You need to tell that story.
Right thing.
We've had a lot. We have a lot. Okay, so here's the thing. We had one episode way back, like at near the end of last year in 2018 when we first moved in.
It was
Like
no,
back
it was
in-
like it was a year ago.
Yeah, like in
probably
Ju-
this month.
Yeah, and we were gonna do it, and it's my job to edit it, but somewhere
never
along
got
the
done.
line we lost the footage somehow.
Don't group us in with you.
No, I don't know where someone had the audio.
He put it on a USB and then transferred it over to a
Hey,
flash
listen.
drive,
To
and
be
then
honest,
transferred over to
wait. From flash drive to a what? To a freaking floppy
yeah,
disk.
floppy.
This
He's
is the point where I
bent it
wasn't
on
editing
accident.
anything because I was being a little man baby about it. So
And the thing, he tried to retire early. He tried to call the freaking IRS and be like, "Yo, can I get my social
Get some
security now?"
social.
At 32, he tried to retire.
yeah,
No, I have the audio, so maybe
Yeah.
we'll release a lost episode of Talking Rad.
the footage is lost though. We don't know where it went.
Oh, it could be like, are you guys trying to set it up for like one of those SpongeBob episodes, like a lost?
Yeah,
the
lost
lost
tape.
tape. Except
Yeah, we wish we
Cole
would,
wouldn't be in
except
that one.
That's
we
okay.
actually did lose the footage.
It's actually gone.
Actually gone, disappeared. We only have the audio though.
Oh,
So did like the flash drive been corrupt or something?
I have no
He just
idea.
lost it. It's
We
when
have
his
the audio?
computer. That was the transition period from his PC, which Cole you fixed, thank you, to
Welcome.
his laptop, and he really just put that on the back burner and gave up on it.
You did.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He lit a fire.
So was it on that? Because if it's not, if it was
Oil
on
fire
that, it's
in
gone.
Yeah, it was on there.
He had an
Oh, then
oil
I
file
deleted
on
it.
Yeah,
Oil
it's
file.
gone. It's lost.
I couldn't
Wait,
find
you still
it.
have the audio?
Yeah, we still have the audio.
We could get like I don't know, we get something like some background and then put
Was
the
it like a
audio
cooking
over it.
episode
Yeah.
or something?
No, it was an
No.
actual. It was. We were gonna start season 2 of Talking Rad a year ago, but
I
it
think
just didn't pan out.
things
Huh.
happened.
This could have been season 3.
Yeah, this could have been season.
Yeah.
Should have been, but oh well. You can only suck chili dog for
Just
so
like-
long.
Just like Rick and Morty,
Good point.
you don't know when these seasons gonna release.
No, they said November of this
Yeah,
year.
No, I
it's
mean-
so anticipated thing.
No, I mean like
Season 3 was
I
kind
mean
of
the
random,
gaps.
wasn't it?
I
Wasn't
don't.
season
I
3
don't
random?
mean like
I think season
Wait,
3
what,
was
what do you
random.
mean,
like you know how we had to wait how long for between season 3 and 4. I know it's confirmed, but how long we waited for? Like a year and a half.
It was a while.
Yeah.
So could you compare the Breath of the Wild to Rick and Morty?
Yeah, pretty
It was
much.
supposed to be Breath of the Wild today, but he didn't do it.
Yeah, that's true. The Breath of the Wild episode is supposed to come out today.
It's coming though. It's on. I'm saying
It's on
I'm
the up and
working on it.
rise.
I will
can-
say he has made
It's like a
progress.
Yeah, can you
I've
get
seen a
it for
little bit.
sure for Tuesday?
Yeah.
So like, tomorrow when these guys are watching this in real time. It'll be tomorrow.
Yes.
And for you audio listeners, thank you for tuning in on SoundCloud. Be sure
Hopefully
to check us out there. I'll
the
plug
episode
it in
was
at the end of
released
the
on
episode, too.
Tuesday when this episode comes out.
If it's not, then I think Zay should have the right to hit you with a German Sago, bro.
Yeah.
Sagu.
I'd
Go
watch
one of
it.
his own. I'll use the
Publicly
frozen
execute
burrito.
me.
No, get one of his taquitos and just freaking, do whatever you want with his taquitos.
No, we'll get, so you know how they're not that long? We'll get like a few of them, like we'll kind of fuse them together and just get one. It's like those markers.
Oh, it's
you
like a
put 'em
big old whip.
Yeah. It'll break over his back.
Yeah.
Wait, do we want them frozen? We want them frozen, right? So it hurts
Well,
worse.
yeah. I mean,
tape
you'd
on
have to
'em then.
freeze them so they would stick together.
They're
Right?
already
If that's the case, we
frozen,
can just put-
so
Yeah, we can just put tape on them and just.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Eat
Good
'em.
point.
Is that okay, thing?
I'll work on the episodes.
Yeah. No, yeah, we have a lost episode, but we are glad to be back. And we're glad that Cole's here too. But like Zay mentioned earlier, talking about we've had these horrible grease fires in our house. But I think the worst one was the one where you completely and utterly destroyed your hand. Do you want to tell that story?
Yeah, go ahead, Cole.
So, I was cooking some chili dogs the other day so I could suck on them. And I put grease in there and caught it on
John
fire.
Mellencamp style.
Thought that'd be good. And I went to grab it with the fire and just burned it.
You just burned your hand off, and that's why.
That's why you can't see it.
That was
Why
the
he's wearing the blanket?
yeah. That's the day that Cole
You can't see
Cole
my-
joined the No Fap
My
Club.
left arm.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't me though. What do I? Did you actually burn your hand or something?
No, so Cole moved in. Cole moved into the FaZe house, and he's thinking that we have like this, and like we have to initiate people in, but you could just move in. It's
I
fine.
thought
Yeah.
I thought we
so
were
he
hazing
kind of did it like
people.
a
You know,
self-initiatory.
phase,
He kind of
haze.
did like a self-initiatory, like he burned himself. And he's like, "Hey guys, I'm in the club now. I'm in the house. I can live here." Like,
Cole's
you
in the
just-
house. Bo in the house.
Yeah, you could have just lived here,
Bo's in
like
the house.
Corey. But
You mean Kyle
Corey's
Massey?
in the
That's
house.
right, I mean, quiet.
Kyle.
Oh yeah, Cole.
Kyle.
Yeah, you showed
I
him.
showed him. Yeah. He's
Let's
really
talk
excited
about that
it.
in a little bit.
That was
Yeah,
pretty
he's
cool.
excited about
Okay,
it.
we'll bring that up.
Very
We'll bring that up.
pumped.
We want to chip in to do.
Which one do we
a
do? Oh,
bigger
we'll talk about it
character.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
We'll put together. Yeah, okay.
We'll see.
But no, I guess so. The real story that I'm trying to get Zay to spiel here is I was actually oh hello. I was
speak
on a
English.
date with a chick, and this
Yeah.
was a long time ago because I haven't been on a date with a chick in months.
Same.
Almost
Yeah, the
a
mama
year.
hen let you take her out.
Yeah, that's true. But no, I
This guy's into beast.
I was on.
Yo, roasted.
Okay, you're just coming, bud.
You chipping it all? You gonna do?
Nope, I'm just gonna be like that guy. Yo, roasted.
You're gonna be the hype guy.
Hype guy. I'll be a hype guy.
Hype guy thing.
But yeah, I was on a date with a girl, and it was very nice. She was very pretty, and I had a very fun time. It was before things went south with her,
That's great.
if you know what I mean. That was a joke. It was a bad
That
joke,
was a
and nothing
bad
ever happened.
joke.
Nothing ever happened.
Cole, search what he means by.
Okay.
I'm a duck, man.
Oh, I can't. The keyboard's bad over here.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
See?
TT.
You can't see what I'm doing, everybody, but
Sing.
you don't want to see what
Cole,
I'm doing.
Cole, you need to get over to that hot new search
my
engine called
gosh.
Goofle.
what is?
Goofle, help me.
What is
Mm.
things?
I can't get the H in there.
You can't.
That's what she said.
It's not working.
Ugh.
Ah!
Lots of H's went in there, everybody, folks. This
Alright.
keyboard blows.
We'll give up.
Yeah.
So I was on the date, and I get a phone call from Zay, and he's like, "Hey,
I learned how to do
can
it.
you go stop by Walmart because I need you to get me some what's it called?
I don't know. First aid
Aloe.
spray.
He wanted aloe gel. He's like,
Yeah.
"Could you give me
We
some
need
aloe
a
gel?"
med kit.
He's like, "I burned my hands." Yeah, and this is before. Like now we have a pretty legit med kit upstairs. But
First
this
aid kit.
first aid kit, sorry. I played too many video
He's a
games.
gamer.
Okay.
But before
He held down E and it worked for him.
before we had a med kit, we first aid kit. Before we had a first aid kit, Zay called me. I was on a date with this girl, and we cut the date short because Zay's like, "I need you to go get me some aloe gel." I kind of fried my hand.
But in turn, it kind of brought you guys together because you guys went to go do something together. I
Yeah.
remember you guys both came over with pizza that night.
Yeah, that was really
Well,
dumb.
that
I was in
Cute.
a lot of pain.
I know.
Really dumb what we
You need-
did. I
You
should have.
need to hold on. Someone tell the story of what happened. This is just from my perspective. So I go get aloe gel, and then we get pizza too, and then we go back to our house, and Zay has his hand wrapped in like freaking like toilet paper and a wet sock, and Thane, I think they went to work or something.
Thane
And
just
a wet
left me
sock.
behind.
No, I didn't. What? I wasn't working at night at the time.
Then why didn't
Thane-
you
Thane-
go get the owl?
Thane was
Joe?
unemployed at the time.
Yeah,
Did you not have enough
I
money
was
for
not here
gas
for
to drive to
this.
Walmart?
I missed out.
I don't
on
know what
this
I was doing.
entirely.
Probably in his room.
I don't
I was
remember.
missing
Hey,
out on
what-
this
hey, let's
conversation.
make,
I
based
can
on
hear
where
you.
you're normally at. Let's just make a guess that you
I
were in your
think-
room.
No, I think it was.
Let's just assume you're in your room, okay?
No, I think it was at that one job. Remember the housekeeping job?
Oh,
No,
Trevor.
this was at night, dog.
That guy
This
had to
was
make
Yeah,
that guy made you
I
wear that
worked
weird
in the
uniform.
mornings, like worked from morning to
Can
evening.
you describe the uniform for me? Say what did Ben come back
No,
home
so
wearing
from
it?
what Thane showed me.
Oh, okay,
is
pictures.
he used to clean house for this guy, and he would wear this. It's like a weird uniform. It's kind of a little bit tighter. Didn't
Was it
really fit him
sexy?
too well. I was like, why would someone make you wear a uniform?
Would you
that doesn't
describe it
fit
as
you that well?
sexy?
I guess. I mean, I think Thane's he's a good-looking guy overall, but the uniform, I mean, he didn't need it.
So he didn't pull it off then, which is what you're telling me.
Exactly.
Sorry, Thane.
So I mean, he puts this uniform on, and I guess he goes around. Do you clean the pool, or like what does he have you do?
I think that's the pool. I think look
Is
at
it
his
the
head.
pool?
That's
What
the pool. He's flashing back.
He's like, oh,
He's like the
oh
pool.
gosh.
The pool.
It's that cat.
No.
It's that cat meme where he's like, "Oh, flashbacks from Nam." It's like freaking me out. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
No, it was just like for a, like a what was it called? Retirement home. That was it.
Are you ever?
Sorry, I'm a buzzkill.
Are you? Are you ever gonna tell your story?
So you
at
went
the
from
retirement
hype
home?
man
No.
to buzzkill real quick.
I think it's really funny, Thane.
No, it's tragic. It's actually tragic.
Maybe
if you think
someday
about
we
it.
will get that
maybe
story.
not.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I shouldn't for confidentiality reasons, so they don't sue me.
What?
Why even bring that up?
This story's taking
Why
a
even?
twist.
Why even put that out? Like, why is that a thing?
So I have an excuse not to tell it.
Okay, well somebody
It's a
somebody
chronicle.
finish the grease burn story because it's
a chronicle.
funny.
We'll tell Thane's
Yeah.
story one day.
That's true.
The grease burn's been in parts, you know, with the commercials and stuff in between
Yeah.
about other stories.
Yeah.
Back to you with your grease stories, eh?
No, so I was trying to cook some food, and I don't use oil too much, but this one required oil, and I put a lot of it, and I put the oven up the stove up too high, and it was like freaking out. The oil was shooting everywhere, and I didn't
It
want
does
to.
that.
Yeah, I didn't want it to touch me, and it did a lot. So, Thane, I told Thane, I'm like, Thane, help me, do something to help me out. So I grabbed. So what we did at first was okay. We took the pot outside, whatever it was, a pot or a pan, but we took it outside in the back. And outside, it's in my hand. It's kind of shooting everywhere. So I'm like, oh, crap, okay. So I go to put it down. I'm like, here, Thane, help me put this out. Go get some water.
Not a good idea.
So
you
he
need to
went.
Google something in a second.
Oh,
So he
yeah,
went to
make
go
it
get
ready.
some water, and it was cold water. And he came back out, and on the hot oil, he just dumped the cold water on it while it was in my hand, and it went everywhere. It was a mess. It hurt so much. It landed like near like my thumbs to
Now-
like my pointer finger.
Now,
probably
I
like
would
up in
say, I should have been smart not to oil and water, but really, I'm just really a dumb idiot. I
You're a
didn't
dumbo.
think, I didn't think
I didn't
water,
know, I didn't
oil.
know that.
Go look up how to
I've
put out a
never
grease
cooked with
fire.
oil. I've never had like
Yeah.
a grease fire or anything, so like I've never.
I should have known that water. We should have known that water oil doesn't mix, and so when it's hot and it's cold water,
suggestion,
That's
how
the
to put out a
first
it's
grease
gonna
fire.
completely repel.
I'm pretty sure it says
put-
do not put water on it.
It's like I repeat, do not.
Step 1, do not put water on it.
It's like, dude, what?
Yeah, like
Yeah, oh, it's number 5.
if you have a
Yeah,
fire
number 5, do not
extinguisher,
extinguish fire with water.
Okay, Zay, I think you should do the PSA and teach people those 6 steps. Them 6 steps.
All right, so if a grease fire starts, we're just going through. You guys can't see this, but we're just reading through. It's on an informational website. And it looks like
FireRescue1.com.
it looks like the HTTP is secure, so we're okay right now.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's informational, and what it says if a grease fire starts, and it lists gives you 6 things to do and what not to do. It says cover the flames with the metal lid or cookie sheet. Leave the cover on until it has cooled. Thane, we did not do that.
No, we did not.
We didn't cover it. It was still in my hand when I took it outside. We didn't put it down. We didn't cover it with anything because when we covered it with the lid, it was like it was creating flames. So I didn't want to do that. Okay, number 2. It says turn off the heat source. We did that.
Yeah.
Good job.
You're 1 for
Nice.
2. 1 for 2.
Okay, let's see where we go wrong. If it's small, manageable, pour baking soda or salt onto it to smother the fire.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh.
I
'cause-
did not know that.
Yeah, because you like
That
put
would've
dirt
been-
on fires,
Yep.
like in the
Yeah.
camping and stuff. So,
So Thane, at the point, I think we just moved in. I don't know if we have baking
I
soda.
don't know. Might have
Probably
had
had salt,
salt.
though,
Might have
yeah.
salt.
Yeah.
But
I
like,
don't
it's
think
the
we had
little
a-
salt shit.
Yeah, we didn't have enough. What are you gonna grab just grab the stormtrooper and just
they
Yeah,
got shaking
exactly.
salt over. Like, come on, fire! Put out! Put out fire!
I don't know how that would have went.
not
And
good.
Number 4, as a last resort, spray the fire with Class B dry chemical fire extinguisher.
So
Yeah,
this is
I got-
We
extinguisher.
I got-
definitely. Do you have Class
No,
A or Class
okay. I
B?
want to ask how
got
many,
Class
how
F.
much percentage of homes actually do have a fire extinguisher?
I thought you had a.
My parents' home
Is it a
does.
Class C that you have in your room?
My parents
No.
doesn't.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like like how many actually have fire extinguishers? Makes you think.
Well, do we?
Especially if we're
No,
renting
I bet
this
not.
house, you think they'd provide us with a fire
Oh,
extinguisher
yeah.
just
Oh,
for
yeah.
Oh,
emergencies.
this is their fault.
Blame it on. There we go.
Yeah,
Shift
blame
the
it on
blame.
them.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, I want
well-
a mop too. Then, if we're getting a
Yeah.
fire extinguisher, I want a mop and a
Yeah.
bucket.
Did they give
I
you the
think-
broom?
I want to.
I don't know how much
here.
the fire
Okay.
extinguishers are, but I think more households should invest in one just in case.
I agree.
You never
with
know.
dog.
Yeah.
A grease
You
fire
never
I
know.
think
will
we
out-
should
will
invest
occur.
in
Bro,
one.
okay, speaking of fires, there was a big, massive one out here the other day. And then last week, you know that house on the corner when you're going down the hill? That
Uh-huh.
house was on fire.
What?
Yeah, the fire truck was over there. I'm like, good
Fires
grief.
everywhere.
Hey guys,
It's the summertime.
I'm gonna say I spoiled myself and read 5 and 6. You should read those real quick.
You monster, Cole.
I think Thane and Zay should read number 5
Okay.
together.
So 4, we definitely did not do right. So so what are we right now?
You're 1 for 4.
So
These
we
last
didn't
two
do
was
the
good.
first one. We did the second one.
Third one doesn't exist. I'll give you that. You didn't know about
Yeah.
it.
All right. So we're 1 for 3 right now. We'll say we're 1 for 3. All right. Number 5. Do not try to extinguish the fire with water.
Thane, you want to read that one?
Yeah. Just do not try to extinguish the fire with water. Otherwise, you may suffer severe burns.
What happens? What happens when you do that?
Do you have a
And
scar
I'm-
on your hand still?
I think so. It's very faint, but it's still there.
Does it like make the oil
And-
splash up and make the
and number
the fire
6,
bounce?
which is the,
Yes.
Makes
which
sense.
is the first mistake we did. Did not attempt to move the pot or pan outside.
Why?
I love
wow,
that.
that's
I love
one
how
too. I didn't
exactly.
Even,
I
came
read
out of
that, and you
nowhere.
told us
Yeah.
that. And I was like, oh shoot.
You guys were
Dude, we really
one,
did
one for
everything
5.
wrong. Were
One
you
for
supposed
5.
to move it to your living room, to the bathroom?
No,
What are you
don't
supposed
move it.
do
You're
with
supposed to
it?
extinguish it
out.
there.
Don't
Yeah.
move it at all.
You're supposed to extinguish it.
It wasn't
where
a
it is.
fire, really. It was.
It's a contained
smoky.
fire. It's like a little fireplace. It's not gonna jump out unless you
was,
drop
there was
it.
so much smoke, and like it was so they just
It made the house reek
it
of
was
death,
horrible.
dude.
The
And that
smell
pot
was
up
bad
there,
for a few days.
it was one of my white pots that my grandma gave me. It's probably from like the 60s, bro. And they freaking shredded it. It's like stained oil and black. And it looks
It's
like
fine.
it looks
gosh.
like someone chipped some of the paint on the bottom.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
It was like ceramic.
I don't know.
No,
I don't really care.
It's a nice.
I don't know if
pot.
ceramic works on stoves.
It's a nice pot.
But I've still got I've got 2. I've got the crap one, and then we've got the other regular one. That's nice.
But it still works. It's fine. Doesn't put any extra
Right.
oil on your food. It's okay.
Then there's one if you're unable to extinguish the grease fire, but that's for another time.
Hopefully
salt-
not.
that
no,
salt idea
hopefully
is
not.
really
Hopefully
cool.
that's never
No,
for a
that's
time.
yeah. That's
baking
that's
soda and the
for
salt's
if
pretty
you
cool.
that's for you to read. Just go to
No,
was it
let's
firerescue1.com.
yeah.
Plug.
Let's
Check
promote
it
these
out.
guys.
Grease fires.
It's just
a-
it's just a
Oh, we
piece
better
of
sign in,
paper.
guys. We better sign in.
yeah, we gotta sign into Fire Rescue One. it's the first response if you type in how to put out a grease fire on Google. It's first
Yeah.
hit.
So
Give that a look.
wait, should we read off? If
There's
someone
no
were to be
reason
in a
not
grease
to-
fire situation.
No, we already did. Remember we
No,
talked
look
about
down
the bottom
there.
one. If you're unable to extinguish
Oh.
the grease fire, which is kind of where we were at.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm glad you took one for the team so our house didn't burn down.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't really fire. It was just really smoking.
No,
So
there was flames thing. Did you not see the flames?
I didn't see the
I
flames.
put a pot the cover back on it and it just
So far away.
You know,
it blew like it was like a
The
burst
fire
and then
and
it
the
kind of
flames
popped the
will
thing up
carry
and I'm like,
on.
dude.
You know, based off these 4, I'll read these ones real quick for you guys. If you're unable to extinguish the grease fire, get out. You and your family members need to leave as soon as you can to prevent injury or loss of life. Do not try to be a hero.
Oh my
But
gosh.
you did.
I
You
don't-
failed. You
I almost
failed
don't agree
one
with that
too.
because you did save the house.
This is
Yeah.
a lot
You
of
were a
things.
hero.
This is a lot of things. So first, I'm getting Get Out.
Get out.
No, they're just
Great
promoting the movie.
Great movie, but I also see another one. I also see one of the tips from our boy Jesse Eisenberg. It says, "Do not try to be a hero."
Yep.
Yeah.
So that
What's that,
applies
rule
to many
number 5?
situations. That
Doesn't
applies.
he break that rule in the movie
Of
so
course
many
he does,
times?
yeah.
Then
But-
2 is sorry.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Close the door as you leave to contain the fire. So basically, what I get from that is help the fire burn down your home.
Yeah.
Call 911 as soon as you are a safe distance from the fire. Maybe they can prevent it. They're the real heroes, I guess. I mean, on firerescue1.com, we have a little picture of a fireman in the top right, so I guess it makes sense. And 4 is do not re-enter your home until the fire has been contained by firefighters.
Gosh. All right.
Technically, you guys were firefighters.
I would say yes. You
True.
guys were fighting
We
fires.
did fight. I don't know.
Did you guys win?
Then? Lane won. He went and got himself a cheeseburger afterwards.
Did you go get a flame grilled one from Arby's or Wendy's? It was Wendy's. It had to have been Wendy's.
Yeah.
I
don't
gotta say though,
remember what I
I'm
did.
impressed you put it out. I wouldn't know what to do. I probably would have took it outside like you guys did. Definitely, that's probably definitely what I
Well,
would
it
have
was
done.
like so smoky, and I think the smoke alarm was starting to go off.
I knew. I personally would know the water thing wouldn't work because I've definitely tried that before, just messing around with oil and hot oil. Just drop a little bit of water in there, kind of watch it
Jeez,
bounce
Cole.
around.
Oh.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
So I knew about that one, but it wasn't burning when I did it, so I was safe. But yeah, I definitely would have took it outside. That's probably what I would have done, and then I would have dumped it on the ground probably. See what
Yeah.
I would have done. Did you guys do that?
I-
How did you put it out in the end?
It wasn't like it was just spraying everywhere. It was like popping everywhere.
Yeah.
So I just took it outside and left it. I left it like on the step outside, and it got grease everywhere.
Surprised the step didn't burn.
Oh, it made our
It
made
got-
our steps so greasy,
Yeah,
dude.
it
It
got
was
grease
slippy.
everywhere. Is it still? It's not greasy anymore, right?
That's a long time.
Well,
That's like last October.
I think what they mean about
September.
the do not attempt to remove it is like,
Because it
Don't
could be
grab
popping
it.
everywhere. That's
yeah,
right.
don't grab
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it could light on fire.
So you just left it outside, and that's how it eventually just went out. Then
Basically, it's just smoking everywhere.
It's a nightmare.
I probably definitely would have dumped it on the grass if that were me. I would have freaked out and would have just threw it outside on the grass.
Just
yeah,
go,
throw
Kobe.
the whole
Well-
pot. Would you throw the whole pot?
you just chucked. Yeah, maybe.
What's cool though is there's a lot of cats that run through our yard. So just kidding.
Wow.
He totally freaking tarred and feathered one.
Save
of
your
them.
page promotes animal cruelty.
Oh shoot! Get him, Peter.
That was a joke. It was a joke,
It was
right?
a joke.
Right? Right? It was a
It was
joke.
a joke.
Yeah,
Thing.
it
thing.
was- Please say psych.
My favorite TV show.
No, you know what's funny that reminds me of though? Remember that one time when you lived here before us and you had a cat stuck in your car?
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm not
Yes.
talking-
Was it in the
Yes.
engine?
Huh?
Was it in the engine bay?
I'm not talking. Yeah.
I know what happened next.
No, Cole. It was very strung out throughout like
Yeah.
2 days.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and that thing lived for a while.
So that reminds me, when I was younger,
It wasn't my fault.
when I was
told him to
younger,
get out of
we
here.
had this cat that would always get in the engine bay because it was cold, of course. And one day, we started the car. We kept hearing this thump noise.
That's what I heard.
It was like a thump, 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 thump. And we got out while the car was running, and we could hear a little bit. We realized what it was instantly.
Did you get it out?
The cat was severely hurt.
Oh,
It
but-
lived.
Really?
Wow.
I think we ended up just putting it out of its misery. I can't remember exactly
Really?
the details, but it was pretty messed up.
Ugh,
So
I
if you
don't
have
know.
cats that do that, everybody, watch them because you do not want to hurt them in any way.
Bro, I got a cat story too. Mine wasn't in the engine bay though, but it was like, dude, it was probably like 1 in the morning. It was me and Brennan. We were driving. He was driving behind me, and I was driving home because we just got done unloading stuff in our old studio. And I was driving, dude, and this cat just jumped out. It's like, woof, and it just went, poof. I ran it over,
Oh, I watched.
and
that.
all
Oh.
Brennan, were you in Brennan's
Yeah,
truck?
I was driving.
Yeah,
I
all
had
that,
my own car.
all that they saw was just freaking. Brennan's like, dude, all I saw was just fluff come
I
out the
saw that
back of
too.
the
Oh,
car.
jeez.
It's like, oh shoot, dude. We stopped though. We went and tried to find the cat, but we couldn't
just
find no
booked.
body. But straight up, dude, I skinned a cat, dog.
Jeez.
I skinned a cat, not a cat dog. You know what I mean.
I saw it.
What about you, Thing? What's your cat
What's
story?
your cat story? Thing?
Uh,
It's not sexual.
what? No, it's very sexual.
Oh gosh.
Just kidding. No, it's I don't know.
What kind of cat?
I
are we
remember
talking about
one
then?
time I saw we had several batches of kittens over the years, and I remember I saw one where it's like we had one kitten and like its insides we found one day and its insides were completely cleaned out. It's just like this,
Ooh.
and I think a dog got it or something. It was pretty messed up.
The insides were gone.
Yeah, it's
It was
like
completely gutted.
yeah, it's pretty gutted. I was like, oh.
What'd you do with it?
We had to clean it up. We had to throw it away. It's like,
Oh.
Oh, gross.
Rip.
So I had this idea
I
that
was
I
a little
thought would
kid
be
too.
pretty fun.
A pretty good transition away from this goal. Is it the
I
same
tried
thing?
to.
Oh, it's the same thing. Is it the same thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh,
it's dumb stories we had when we were kids that we were like, like some things that we've done as a kid.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll
We
give
all
you
have those.
I'll give you an example. This is my dumb story when I was a kid. I believe I've told this while streaming maybe once, so it's a pretty not very well known story. Maybe some people do. All right, so when I was a kid, this is I believe 4th grade for sure. 4th grade.
How old were you?
I was getting how old in 4th grade?
6. No, you're
No.
like
6?
7 or 8 or
Jeez.
9 maybe.
It's gotta
you're like at
be-
least 10.
So I'm 12 in
9 or
6th grade.
10.
11. I'm 10. I'll be 10.
10,
10. So when I'm 10 years old, on my wrist, like right here, on this like between my thumb and my index finger, I'm pointing on camera. Audio listeners couldn't understand that. In between my thumb and my index finger, more on the back of my hand, I saw 2 little dots. Now they weren't normally there, and they're not there anymore. They were bleeding, like they're like scabs basically at that point. What I assumed was it was a spider bite. Okay, I mean that's a pretty solid assumption. Spiders
Yeah.
got little pincers. Getcha?
Yeah.
I thought I became Spider-Man. I legitimately thought
Jumped off a
I
building.
would be able to do that. I legitimately thought that because I was bit by a spider, I'd be able to have Spider-Man powers. I tried climbing up walls, didn't work. I
You
tried.
know what? Maybe it hasn't kicked in yet.
What I was thinking, I tried once a day for like a week,
Oh, bro.
and I'd specifically do like the bricks, like the grippy
Yeah.
grips, where I'd have a better chance if maybe little hairs were coming out. I could have a better chance of gripping those. I also tried spinning webs, doing the Spider-Man web trick. I realized maybe that
Maybe
wasn't
your
it.
form wasn't right. Maybe you're
Exactly,
doing like
exactly
that.
that,
You're doing
yes.
like that
'Cause I
or
remember
that.
Tobey Maguire in the movie Spider-Man, he tried different forms and stuff. That's the one he did. He tried that. He tried
Pretty sure you tried that one too. At
which one?
point,
Yeah,
but-
I wasn't gonna do that one. I was trying hard to avoid that one. I was trying all these different like shapes and stuff, and it didn't work.
You did that. You did that.
They shot his webs like this. That's it, and then it would shoot that way. Just
So I was trying them all.
Yeah, fling it.
What other things does Spider-Man do? He's got climbing. He's got ropes,
Spider sense.
spider sense.
The
I
Spidey sense.
probably tried listening a couple times. I don't know.
You're like,
just got down.
It's like, put my ear to the ground or something.
then you want to go hit.
Would you walk
Would
out-
reset the
wait,
camera.
Would you put yourself in like dangerous situations to see if you could sense
No,
words?
I jumped off
You
a
walk
roof a
out-
couple times. No, I didn't do that. I definitely tried jumping, like see if I had like better jumps and stuff.
Just press start.
Walked out into traffic. To, like,
There you go.
It's like a quick time event. I kept like trying to hit A and X at the same time. Oh. But yeah, that was my stupid kid story for the day. I thought I was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I love it. I
so
love
did
it.
that slowly just die out, or did someone tell you no? You're
No,
not?
it definitely just slowly died out. I didn't want to reveal my secret to anybody.
It's good no one crushed your dreams.
I wasn't about to tell anybody that I'm Spider-Man.
You're
You
like,
know.
maybe it takes a few years to kick in. I'll leave it alone for a second.
I know I was on a Spider-Man kick because I had like a coloring book with Spider-Man in it as well.
Yeah.
And I remember this was probably one of my first like crushes too. There was this girl that was dressing up as Spider-Man. I thought she was pretty cute, so I colored that page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my dumb kid story. Thanks for the claps, everybody. Well, do you guys have any dumb kid stories you can think of at the top of your head?
Thane, you got one?
Thane's got one.
I remember I sprayed shaving cream down. There was upstairs, like we had an upstairs, and there's a window, and I don't know how old I was. One day I just unopened the window and just sprayed shaving cream down the window for some. I don't know why.
Outside.
Yeah.
Maybe he was trying to be Spider-Man too, and that was his webs.
Yeah.
He just sprayed it on the window.
Yeah.
On the window.
Out the window.
Outside, down the wall of the window in my parents' house. Yes.
Did it land on like the ground or anything?
I don't know if it did. It just kind of.
Oh, it just went down the side of the house.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gosh.
Did anyone ever say anything?
They
Did anyone ever find out?
They were pretty mad at me. I don't remember the
There's an entire
story,
kind
but
of shaving cream. Of course they're
On
mad.
a window.
I think it was like when I was like 8 years old or something. I don't remember.
Oh man.
I was a dumb kid back then.
Weren't we all though?
I got a
Yeah.
couple.
I don't know.
If
Dumb
we're
things I did.
is this gonna be a reoccurring segment?
If it is, we'd all have to think of them. I was thinking of a couple that I could say, but if it's
Just write it out,
reoccurring,
see how
it's
long
gonna
it
be
goes
hard.
for.
We're gonna
Sure.
run out of things eventually. I bet if
Yeah.
this is reoccurring.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to make things up eventually.
And
But
I'm not good at recalling memories, so.
Well, this is a good practice for you then.
I'll help you practice, buddy.
Help you remember to remember things.
Yeah.
When's the Zelda episode due? Oh, today, right?
Oh, don't
Yeah.
don't do that
Ew,
thing.
That's your mic. We're putting his name on that one.
Yeah.
Then you get the black one from here on out.
Big
But,
black.
You said
Robin Big. Yeah, Robin Big.
R.I.P. dog. No, so like in my family, my mom had quite a bit of children, and I was the oldest. So my siblings always had these baby cribs, and there was one time in one of our houses, I slept in the same room with one of my sisters. Like I was like 2, and she was probably a baby, whatever. But I used to jump from my bed into her crib because I thought I was awesome.
When you're 2?
Yeah,
Do you actually remember this? There's no way you.
I
Actually,
remember.
you actually.
I
There's no way
remember
you were
this.
2 then.
I don't know, man. I could have been 2, 3, hell, I don't know, 4
That's
maybe.
insane that you remember this
I
memory.
remember this
that
because I was
young.
so traumatized.
Holy cow!
But I would always jump in between, like from my bed to the crib, and I thought it was awesome. And there was one time where I like jumped to go into the crib, and you know how the crib's got the sliding bars so
Yeah.
you could get the baby out. Well, the bars were pulled up, so I jumped into the crib, and I jumped too far, and my feet got wedged underneath the bar, dude. Both of my ankles were wedged under there.
So did you fall back?
No, I just like, poof, and I'm just sitting in there. My legs are like broken, and I had a babysitter.
They were broken.
No, they weren't
Oh.
broke, but they hurt like crazy. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it gets even worse because my babysitter, she was my cousin. I think she's our second cousin. I don't even remember her name.
Oh, they're gonna beep her name out.
I don't know her name. I think it was Amber Lee. Is that our cousin?
Say stop swearing.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Beep
She
that.
she hears me screaming like bloody murder, and then she comes running in, and I hear her just yell like "Wah!" And then she comes running in, and her foot, she stepped on glass, and her foot is just oozing out blood.
Oh my gosh!
Yes. No, I guess she was running. Like, I used to have this big white, remember that white shag carpet we used to have in our front room?
There's glass in there?
Yeah, there was a piece of
Right,
glass in there.
right.
She stepped on the glass.
What the heck is going on in this
goes
story?
down.
She bled all over, dude. She was bleeding all over the carpet. She comes running in. My ankles are in sheer pain, and she's bleeding everywhere, dude. Like, holy
Oh,
crap.
man.
And growing up, I always thought it was my fault. I thought her feet were bleeding because I got hurt, so I thought we were connected.
Did you like test it out? Like every once in a while, maybe like pulled out a hair to see if she'd like jump or something.
I can't remember.
You see her in the background, she jumps like it works. We are connected.
I can't remember ever trying that, but I do
Remember that-
remember I thought that when I was little.
Remember
But
that scene from The Quiet Place where she steps on a nail?
I have not seen that movie.
Oh, I've seen that. And she
Yeah.
you can't yell.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like,
That's good. I really like the twist ending when you actually
Bro.
thought you were connected with her.
it was crazy, dog.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was just little. I was stupid, and I thought that me hurting my ankles just made her feet
That's
bleed.
insane that that's one of your earliest memories. I don't remember much from like I think 5 years old is probably the earliest
remember-
I can remember.
I remember I had this mirror in my room, and I had some
Double header.
friends. What?
Two-parter. Go ahead.
No, this is a different story.
Yeah, it's
me
a two-parter. Go ahead.
me and my like friends, like we were playing with like a bouncy ball or something,
Cole?
and one time we just threw at a mirror really hard, broke glass, and it's like, we tried to pick up all like the big pieces, and like a few days later, I don't know what I was doing.
You
I
stepped on one.
I was doing something. I kneeled down with my knee, and one went right into my knee. It's like, ah! And I
Oh
just
man.
pull it out.
Oh.
It was a tiny piece, but like
Was
it
it
was deep
long?
enough to like
Was it
pull out.
long?
No, it was like this big.
Oh.
I
Oh
was like 10
gosh.
like I was like 10 or 12 years old. I can't remember, but
You goofed.
yeah, it was bleeding too. I was like,
Was it like so? So it was a mini dish of karma for you breaking that.
Yeah. Also, another relates to another story. I was helping my dad out.
3 parts.
3 parts. I was helping my
I don't need to
dad.
tell one now.
This is way later after high school. I was helping my dad like throw some branches, and one tree branch like it hit my hand real weird, and it's like, and I thought something went in. I pull it off. It's like there was like it was bleeding, but there was nothing. The next day, like at church,
Church.
yeah,
Jerky cheese.
I like
No, Troy.
like it still hurts, so I was like kind of fiddling with it. I push it out, and there's a piece of wood just lodged in there. And I pull it out. I was like, oh.
Oh, gosh.
Gross. Was it all like? Did like pus form and stuff?
Yeah, I was like, there's pus coming. It's like, what is that? It's like
Oh.
right out. It's like
Your finger
that's
gave
the
birth.
that's the piece of wood.
That's the winner.
That's the winner right there. Worst sliver ever.
Hey, I want to play a game real quick before Zay you give yours.
I don't know if I have one.
You don't have one?
Okay.
I can think of dumb stuff I've done, but not like something like
Here,
that.
here's the game. You guess who I am. Oh man, I don't have a good memory. Here's my 3 stories from when I was a kid. Who's that guy?
Who's that Pokemon?
No.
Who's hiding behind that door?
That's like
Thanos.
those 3 different parts of my life.
Well, it's still
Is that-
memories, aren't they?
Are those all of your memories right there? That's it.
That's all you remember.
All right, here's a complex memory of when I accidentally killed someone. I'm just kidding.
4-parter.
Come and confess to Stray on the podcast. Yeah, I killed someone.
He just doxed himself, didn't he?
I don't know this man.
Dox yourself like what's his name on H3? Martin Scarelli
Yeah.
puts himself in even deeper.
Yeah, I'm
trouble.
not gonna get in trouble. Yeah,
I
I'm
stole a
totally
bunch of
fine.
money.
Yeah, I stole a bunch of money. They're not gonna get me convicted.
All right, do you have anything for us, Zay?
Dang, dude. I can remember once. I think I was like 4. I was like, yeah, probably 4 or 5. I was really a big fan of Batman. I was
Okay.
a Batman guy.
Hey, superheroes, nice. Give
Yeah,
me some
yeah.
of that.
Unite.
Yeah.
So, we lived. It was when we lived. My mother and I. We lived in an apartment, and we lived on like the 2nd or 3rd floor. But out behind the apartment was like a stream that went out behind, and it was always moving. It was always moving. I remember. I think it was during the summer, and what I'd like to do. I really liked the water. I remember I'd go down with my mom sometimes, and we'd just throw like rocks in and stuff. And I liked it so much that we had like a balcony that went out to like overview it. And I remember grabbing like decorations or like things she put out like on the table. I remember grabbing those. I also remember grabbing like my action figures and just walking out, throwing them into the water because I liked it so much. And I thought I didn't think about like I wouldn't have them again. That wasn't even a thought. Like I always thought, you know what? If I throw these in, it's gonna look really cool because it's kind of a long fall and then they just wash
I
away.
bet it was pretty cool though.
Yeah, it was cool. But then I realized after, I'm like, I'm not getting those back. I didn't realize it, Thane. What am I supposed to do? No one was there to teach me.
You're a kid.
I'm not
Yeah,
getting those
but-
back.
Yeah, so I
It
lost.
looks so cool.
I lost a lot of my cool action figures and a lot of free
Whoops.
things.
Oh, so you didn't just do like a test run. You just went for it balls deep.
No, I lost a bunch of things. And it got to the point where I threw enough, and I think after my mom noticed that things were missing from like the living room, she noticed that I was throwing things out. So I
There were
think she
car
watched
keys
me-
out the window.
Yeah, she watched me throw something one time, and she's like, "Is that okay?" And then I think she put it together. I was throwing stuff out. Yeah, so she put it.
What was
So she put it together before you put it together.
I think I realized after I didn't have it the next day that I wasn't getting my toys back.
what was
Yeah.
the number one thing you remember throwing that you really miss?
The Batman.
The
And
Batman.
I think it was one from the animated series where he had the red logo and he has the long black ears.
Batman
Okay.
Beyond.
Yeah, probably that one.
Yeah.
I remember throwing that one in.
Dang.
I was sad.
You did it.
Whoop.
Yeah,
You
I
had a
did
hard
it to
life.
myself, but I was upset. Yeah, it happens, you know.
It happens, yeah. Kids are dumb.
That's why we love them.
We still act like kids though sometimes.
Oh gosh,
I
we
am a
do bunch of
kid.
dumb things.
We do a lot of dumb things
True.
still.
I mean, there was one. Well, no, I'm not gonna say it now because it hasn't released yet.
Yeah.
But one day you guys will see.
We cursed a lady out the other day. That's what it kind of has to do.
That's cause she stole Thane's hot Cheetos. I mean, you don't get between Thane and his hot Cheetos.
Yeah.
That's pretty
What?
mean.
Well, there was also a person out in the parking lot that stole his parking spot.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was very forceful. He was a passive aggressive because he did just kind of hit the car and push it out of the way with his.
That's right. That's right.
We got the spot.
Yeah.
We did
Yeah.
get
That's
the
all that
spot.
matters.
Yeah, we did get the spot.
Yep.
My car's kind of messed up now, but whatever.
It still drives.
Yeah.
I checked it out. I know about
Yeah.
cars.
And it was actually ended up being an old lady that was in the other one.
And the sad thing is she actually had a handicap permit and we didn't. So
Oh, that's true.
Oh.
We found that out afterwards. It was actually we were
Yeah.
fighting for a handicap spot.
Yeah.
Hey, but we
I
got
thought
in
you
and got
just
our
had to
food.
have a
got
handicap,
in and
but
got
I
to
didn't
go
know you
grocery
actually had
shopping.
to have that little blue thing in there. I said, I do have a handicap, though. My peen is too big.
your peen? So you said?
Your
Do you have a wheelbarrow to carry it
your-
around in
your-
or something?
Your pen
Yeah.
is too big.
His Penn Island is too big.
Penn Island. Oof. Gooful.
Alright. So, are we gonna move on to one of our first segments? Thing.
Yeah.
So I think I was talking to Thane about it. I think Thane, we want to switch Thane's because he was doing on season 1 he was doing movie review thingies, but now I think he's just gonna do game recommendations.
All right.
Like, 'cause I don't want to force myself to watch a movie.
You don't want to force
And-
yourself upon any movies.
Yeah.
I
And
guess you could do anime, dog. You do a lot.
Yeah.
You could do a lot of anime manga. Cole could do games. Cole knows more about games than you.
What?
Whoa!
Fight right
Hey.
now.
Hey!
Hey,
You know what?
listen.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
I'll do a game. Maybe Cole can do a game too. Maybe we both can do games. Who says you don't have to? I mean, I sometimes steal your music section, so why not have?
Yeah, do whatever.
Yeah,
you
do
know,
whatever.
Just
You know what?
recommend food.
Yeah,
So
do a
it was.
handstand.
It was
So there's this game
E3.
called Pokemon, everybody.
Yeah.
They've made a lot of them.
Groundbreaking.
Highly recommend them. Each one of them is
They're
revolutionary.
They're a bit underground.
Yeah, people don't know about them too well. They're published by an indie company named Nintendo.
Yeah, probably haven't heard of
Um,
them either.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Sorry, Thane, you can go ahead. I'm
Okay.
just trying to be.
Yeah,
I
Thane's
just say-
recommendation for the week. Is it Nintendogs this week, Thane? Or
There's a Nintendogs too.
3DS Nintendogs.
If you shut up, let me get to it.
Now you know how it feels
No,
when you
it's-
get cut off.
It's Nintendogs plus cats.
So it's cat dogs.
Whoa, Cat Dog is on 3DS.
that's an
Yeah.
ambitious crossover.
No, I'm just kidding. Screw Nintendogs. I've never played it.
Hey, that's rude. I
don't think
love
I
It was
either.
it was an impressive tech demo for the console, I will admit. But that's about it.
Tech demos make the most impressive games.
Yeah.
Bullcrap. That Kinect Tech demo with the tiger, that was bullcrap.
That was the
Xbox, you lied to
Connectables.
me.
Which one was probably Kinect Adventure's probably the best one for tech
Yeah.
demo. Anyway, Thane, video game, go.
Today's recommendation is Final Fantasy VII
Return of Brendan Fraser, the mummy.
because next year they're doing the remake in March. So why not try out the original just to see what?
Because I don't
and
like
also-
turn-based games.
Well, for the people who do like JRPGs,
I'm sorry, Cole's raising his hand.
yes. What is it?
JPEGs.
Yes. What do you want?
Have you beat Final Fantasy VII?
I have not. That's one of my to beat list.
How
Have you
long?
played
How
it?
far have you played
Hey,
into
do you
it?
know how big
Not-
this? You know
not
how big this
That
2B
far.
list is?
But
Give like hours.
Huge,
Hours.
humongously.
I'd say like 5 hours.
Okay, that's about as much as I've
Yeah.
played in that game.
But yeah, I want to beat that one. I say, stop that. I'd say,
They're playing
maybe you could play it before the remake because the remake is apparently in multiple parts. So I assume it's gonna like the first part ends at disc 1, and then they're gonna do like however many discs it was, like 3 or 4 discs, and they're gonna do that many episodes. I don't know. But yeah. So that's my recommendation.
Game review.
All right.
Okay, good job, Thane.
I don't remember clapping
It's
this
cold.
much at all in
Yeah.
season 1.
It's Cole's turn.
What are you going to recommend, Cole? What's your
Oh,
segment?
I have a recommendation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know what your segment was. I
Yeah,
thought you had
you-
something.
I didn't have a
You look
segment.
like a guy that has something to
Yeah.
offer.
That's true.
Well, I had the kid stories.
Oh, it's
I thought
true.
that was good
is-
enough
that
for
is-
now.
That could be
I don't
yours.
have anything. I have another idea.
You have a
'Cause
recommend?
everybody
okay.
does know that I'm really into Pokemon. So we're gonna play a little game called Who's That Pokemon? And these guys over here, they don't know much about it at all. And so I'm gonna pick Pokemon that they don't know about.
My favorite Pokemon is the
Garbanzo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Garfield.
Garbaggio.
Garfield's pretty good too.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna read a Pokédex entry, and you guys are gonna tell me
Oh no.
tell me what you think this Pokemon
Now,
is.
is this for like all generations?
This is for all generations.
No.
I'm
That's
a
why
Gen 1 guy. my guy.
exactly. None of you
I'm
guys
Gen
know
7
anything.
for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay,
dog.
so this one's a little
Garbanzo.
bit more well known because of its crazy entry. So I'm gonna read it. I'll give you a hint too. I'll tell you what game this is from.
Lucario.
No,
We all
it's
have to
from
take
that game
We
though.
all have to take a turn.
Oh, it's Greninja.
Okay.
We all taking
No.
a time. We all take a turn to announce.
All
We can't
right.
say it at the same
Hey,
time.
get off
fine.
your phone.
Okay, fine.
Read
yes,
manga.
Yeah, why are you reading manga during the podcast?
I'm not.
All
What are you
right.
reading then?
All right, who's that Pokemon? This is from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. This is the Pokédex entry. I'll read both the Diamond and Pearl entry. Diamond says, a Pokemon formed by the spirits of people and Pokemon. It loves damp, humid seasons. And this is the Pearl one. It tugs on the hands of children to steal them away. However, it gets pulled around instead.
Isn't that
Is it Ditto?
no.
No. I think
Is
Dane
it-
knows it.
The balloon one, Driftloon?
That's it.
Oh yeah.
That's from
got
that's
it.
from Smash
Drifloon.
Bros.
No.
Oh,
It's just a Pokemon. This is what it looks like.
looks like
I remember
a
the
balloon.
story. I remember
the
the
point.
story.
So yeah, that's one of the most well known like stories where little kids will grab onto it like a balloon and then they'll try to take them away and steal them.
What does it do with them?
do?
Yeah.
We don't know.
Don't know.
There you go. There's my segment, Pokemon of the week.
All
Drifloon.
right.
Good job.
Drifloon looks like a balloon.
Good one.
That's the trivia.
What have you got?
What do you got
What
for
have I
us, Zay?
got?
Put me on blast.
I got a worn out pair of shoes.
It's not even wearing shoes.
Okay. Maybe
Show
I'll
us the feet.
recommend-
Show us
I'm
your
gonna
feet real quick.
recommend a band or a song. What are you gonna do?
I was gonna do music too, but
We can both do music.
yeah, we'll just hold each other. We'll play
hold
together.
each other's hands.
You gotta
Wait, like
interlock the
this.
fingers.
Wait, what genre do you want to do?
We can do whatever.
Look how cute they are.
You guys can't see us if you're
Do you have
sing
one
with your
recommend
ears.
already?
I usually just pick like a song or a band, just depending on
Okay,
my
go for
mood.
it,
But
go for it.
I guess right now, I'm really vibing with our boy. I guess I shouldn't say our boy, but I didn't get into his music till recently because of Thane and Zay, so I have to give credit where credit's
I know
due. But
who you're talking about.
yeah, it's his name is Joji,
Space Cowboy.
aka Filthy Frank. He dropped a new song, which I don't even know the name of it because it's called Sanctuary. I've been vibing with it lately though. Yeah, go check it out. It's really cool. It's very chill. It's a very chill song. It's like chill. What would you say? Like chill trap hip hop, chill
It's
trap
like
hop.
I don't know, ambient. Like it's trap definitely, but like he's very like R&B with like his singing and
Yeah,
melodies.
very nice. It's very nice. Go check it out.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Give me your phone. You're not allowed to be on your phone. Oh, dang. Punches the mic.
Rip microphone.
Look at
What are
that
you gonna
horrible noise
recommend?
it made.
Were you gonna recommend that one song you showed us last night, Zay?
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Oh.
I think that's a funny video I should check out, but I have someone else to recommend. So I think if you guys want to laugh, I think I should check out. So his name is I don't want you to check out his YouTube channel.
What if we did like funny videos of the week? Sorry to cut you off.
That's true. No, that's a funny video. That could be it.
Mm.
But his name he's the YouTuber. If you're familiar with him, his name is Lance Stewart. But he released a song recently, so I guess he's an artist now.
Ooh.
So he released a song that's called Lost. And
And found.
if you guys are familiar with the Genius, they invite people on like artists and stuff.
On
to ver-
Spotify.
Yeah. Spotify? They do it on Spotify?
Isn't that what it
I always
is?
watch it on YouTube.
Oh, I thought it was a Spotify only thing.
No,
Never
I
mind, then I
don't
take
know.
it back. I just threw it in because that's what I thought.
I didn't know it was on
I
Spotify.
should shut up. It's not my
No,
segment.
no. If it's on Spotify, I didn't know that. I always watch on YouTube because then you can see the video portion. But people just kind of they sing their songs, but they also go through. They explain like their lyrics and like what was going on when they were writing the song. So Lance Stewart goes on and he explains his song, but throughout the whole thing, he says basically the same words. So it's really funny to see him explain. them.
Lost and found.
Yeah, it's really funny. I think you guys should check
I
it
can't
out.
remember how it goes.
I'm lost.
I'm
I'm
lost.
found. I've heard it too much,
lost,
I know it
I'm
now.
lost. I'm found.
Yeah, I think you guys should definitely check it out because it's pretty freaking funny.
Normally the Genius thing pops up. I don't think it's going to.
Oh, on the bottom.
lost.
I know what you're talking about. Okay, I know what
Yeah,
you're
yeah, it
talking
shows
about.
on Spotify. That's what I thought it was.
That-
Okay.
Yeah, it does do that. I'm thinking about like Genius does lyrics verified on their YouTube channel though.
Gotcha,
where they-
gotcha,
Well, you
gotcha.
should
That makes
make
more
this
sense.
computer so it doesn't ever go into sleep mode.
Okay.
Yeah. But one person or one band I want to recommend for the week, you guys should check them out. They're definitely different. They're a little bit older, but I really like them. They are, I'm sure you've heard them. Their name is Joy Division.
Ooh, I've never heard of
Ooh.
them. They sound cool.
Joy
That's
Division's very
that's
cool.
actually the name of an album made by Wombats.
Yeah, Wombats are. Yeah, Joy Division's been around for, they've been around for a while.
Since like the 80s?
No, longer than that.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
their lead
But they're-
singer died.
Yeah, Ian Curtis. So Ian Curtis is their lead singer, but he is a very, it's not like music that you would, it's not something that's like not really
Mainstream.
around now. Yeah,
What kind of music is it?
it's rock music. It's like
It's
alternative
punk.
rock. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's alternative because there's nothing like it.
That sounds
Yeah.
interesting.
But his voice is very cool. He has like a deeper, it's like deeper, but it's not very like he's not going for like melodies or like he's not trying to hit any notes. I mean, his voice is deeper and it's really cool. You guys should check him out.
Cool.
Very nice.
up.
Very nice.
That does sound pretty cool. I might give them a look. I do like some alternative rock.
I do
Yeah.
too. What would you
I
compare it
like
to?
some alternative rocks. I like
What would I
gemstones.
compare them
like
to? Thane, who would you compare Joy? I don't know who to compare Joy Division to. It's usually you compare people to Joy Division
Oh, okay.
Yeah. because Joy Division kind of.
They set their own. They made. Their
Yeah,
new
they
thing.
definitely made
Gotcha.
their own. Yeah, there's not really.
That's cool.
anyone
Like
like
you don't see that a
Joy
lot anymore,
Division.
where people make the new genre. They don't make. Like
It's
pretty
kinda-
much everything's done. You
Yeah,
know.
it's
Yeah.
kind of hard. It's like now you can find like different things about people, but usually people base their act off of other acts.
There's a couple new genres that have come out recently. Like 21 Pilots started. It's called schizophrenic pop, which I don't even know if you could call it just that.
That's what That's what someone else called them. I don't know
Yeah.
if they call them that.
No, I don't think they'll ever define their genre. I mean, how could you? Go listen to all their music.
Yeah.
And then they have what's called hick hop because of Old Town Road.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
What
It's
else can you
also
think
a
of?
that's-
also there's
That's
this
been around
podcast
for a little while though. There's always been
Yeah.
country
Yeah.
artists or like country that use like hip hop elements.
Yeah.
So I mean that's been around for a little while too.
I know
That's
there's
true.
this podcast called Beyond Yacht Rocks that goes into like different obscure genres of rock. Like there's one, the Jamaica.
Yeah.
The Ooh, I wanna
The
take
Beach
you.
Boys.
Yeah.
Bermuda,
Yeah.
Jamaica.
That's apparently called Vacation Rock, that
Okay.
song.
Really?
Vacation rock.
That's a category.
The Beach
Yeah.
Boys were definitely like, what was that called? Surfer music.
Yeah.
Everybody's gone surfing.
Real quick. Going back to country music. So I don't normally like country music, but what you guys said is very interesting. How they have like, what is it called? Like,
Subgenres.
like the pop country. What did you call that?
Hick hop.
Hick hop. Hick
It's-
pop.
Hick
don't know.
hick hop.
Hick
It's
hop.
it's like country hip hop music.
Yeah.
But it's it's
And
another name people.
so,
put on it, but
This is some beef I have with country music in general. Like I said, I don't really normally like country music. There's some songs I'm okay with.
Yeah.
But one of the things I didn't like is how country music is starting to become more poppy. Like you see that a lot.
Yeah.
And one thing I didn't like that made me mad about country music was back when Taylor Swift was getting more into the pop genre. People kept saying, "Oh, her music's not country anymore. It's pop. It's pop." And that's what they're doing now. So, country music genre, get your act together.
You hypocrites.
You totally shun Taylor Swift, and she is one of the best artists of all time. Far above Journey, far above the Beatles. Far above
whoa, I gotta stop you
Zeppelin.
there. I gotta stop you there, sir.
I'm kidding about all that, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Beatles
You
fan,
had
but
me
they're
with
better.
Super
They're
Mario
better.
Brothers 2.
They're better Taylor Swift.
No,
I like T Swizzle though.
so
yeah,
like
I do like her too.
not a counter argument, but like I agree with what you're saying. Also, for somebody that's like a diehard country fan, like I have some family that are diehard country fans, and they absolutely hate where country music's going.
Okay, I understand that.
What?
Yeah.
And I will say Taylor Swift was not country when she was becoming pop and she was trying to pass off as country. I didn't think that
No,
was. I didn't think that was country.
I would say her first album was country.
Oh, 100%.
But
After that, they weren't.
after that, it was just like, man.
Yeah, and that I understand why the country genre kicked her out essentially, but kicking her out and then basically doing the same thing she's doing, that's what I didn't like.
Okay, but what if she writes another country music song?
That's a country song.
Is she gonna be accepted back into the Hall of
I
Fame?
don't-
I have no idea how
I
that
don't-
works.
I don't. Well, the thing is, like, you see a ton of artists where they they come out with their first album, their first sound, and people think that's what they have to be.
Good point.
And then if they kind of dabble in like different places or
change
different
'em.
things, so like one good example is I know recently is Logic too. Logic's been kind of all over the place. If you're not familiar with him, he's a rapper, but that's what he was known for, is rapping and like hip hop. But as of recent, like he's come out with more, I don't know, kind of rock alternative sort of things, and people, it's kind of hard to be accepted. And I don't know.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
There's a lot of instances. So I mean, it's kind of dumb how if someone incorporates like maybe a different sound or something into their normal routine, that they're no longer whatever they were at first. I don't think it makes any sense.
Well, dude, go listen to any band from their first album to the latest one.
You
Everybody changes.
You would hope
Wait,
for that.
we just saw that with Sum 41. Remember?
Yeah.
Sum 41's completely
Absolutely, yeah,
different now.
yeah.
Like they had just released new stuff.
And you would want that. I mean, even the band wouldn't want it. You would see any good band, they're not going to want to like stay making and keep making the same music they have like since, if they've been around for like 10 or 20 years, they don't want to keep making the same music. It's just going to become boring.
I agree with that, but I will counter that as well. I really like the All American Rejects.
Okay.
The first three and half of the fourth album I love, but I don't like their new stuff because it's not like the old stuff.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
That's
and
true.
I agree though. I'm sure they probably do get bored of the stuff that they do, and that makes sense.
And in that sense, I mean, of course, you're gonna become a fan of somebody for, I mean, what they do at first.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you don't want them to change too much, but
And-
there's got to be like a balance where they have to find like trying to please their audience, who are their fans, the reason why they're able to do what they do for a living, but also trying to like keep themselves entertained and like driven, because I don't want my favorite artist to be like uninterested in like what he's doing just for like I wouldn't be like happy with it.
And that even just goes back to the original argument or talking point we had, where the people are changing and we don't like them
True.
anymore. So
True.
it's a hard world out there to make music, isn't it?
Seriously.
Yeah, but if you're like a diehard fan, like take a, well, I don't know. I guess just like diehard fans, like there's a couple bands that I listen to. They could put anything out, and I would love it. You know what I mean?
There's a few people that they can do literally whatever, and I mean, if I know that if they're taking it serious and that's what they want to do, then I mean, I listen to it either way. I'll buy it and I'll listen to it over and over and over.
I like Death Grips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Ah! Ah!
Yeah, I don't know. I really think the music industry is probably tough business,
Streaky.
but at the same time, it's
Streaky.
like, dude, if you could break through, like, take a band like I don't know. I say 21 Pilots because I'm a huge fan, but like the music that they've created has been so like so far out there. Like nobody's ever created, in my mind, no one's created music as quite like they have.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they don't write music for, the pop charts. All the songs they've ever written, and I've listened to Tyler, the guy that writes all the music. He's the lead singer. He talks about that. He says, I write music for myself, and he also writes it for his fans. He always says fans, because people that listen to music maybe they're not fans. They know, like, one thing that it doesn't bug me, but it's like prevalent in our generation is
Critics.
well, not just the critics, but like people don't listen to full albums anymore.
No.
People just listen to, oh, I like this one song.
The lead single they released for the
Yeah,
album.
yeah, exactly. But it's like, if you like this song, go check out the full album, because musicians write full albums. A perfect example was Katy Perry. She wrote this album, and I can't remember what album it was, but it was like,
This was a few years ago.
yeah, a few years ago. One song was super popular, and then off of that same album, it was like 3 years later, another one of her songs
Became really big.
Yeah,
on the
became
radio.
really big, and it's like, yo, this isn't a new song. She wrote this song
Yeah.
like 3 years ago, but nobody,
Released it, yeah.
people don't listen to full albums anymore because they have Spotify or YouTube. You can just go search the
It's
songs.
not just this one song though. A lot of times people stop halfway through one song and go
Oh,
on to the
no.
next one.
Yeah.
True.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Music. Oh, Thane's gonna.
Music, yep.
We got one more go on the camera, and then she'll probably die. So, Thane, I think Thane wanted to talk about E3 for like the last 10 minutes, and then we'll wrap up. Which, if you don't know what
Yeah,
E3
yeah,
is,
so- If you don't know what E3 is, stop living under that rock that your parents gave you. The rock is comfy, but you need to get out of the rock. Okay?
what if it's Dwayne?
I like
And,
Dwayne.
You need to get out of Dwayne.
Oh,
You need to get Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Not
you need to
sexual,
get
I
out-
swear.
You get out of Dwayne and get into Sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so E3.
What does E3 stand for?
Only really Electronic Entertainment Expo.
There's 3 E's there.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
That does make sense.
I didn't even know that. I was gonna
So,
say E, and then what? The number 3. Like, what do you? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
So
E. It's E. So it's E square, or was it not
E cubed.
square?
E
Yeah,
cubed.
Cubed
There you
it.
go.
Triple-
That's what it
triple
is.
Put a little
E.
cube on it.
Call it E
So-
cubed then. Come on.
That doesn't flow off the tongue very good.
E3.
so
Okay.
anyways, there's only really
What about Me Too?
it's only really
Mewtwo.
Me Too.
No, Mewtwo.
Hashtag.
You said you meant Mewtwo.
I meant me. I meant Mew. Sorry.
Yeah, Mewtwo.
Anyways, there's only really 3 conferences I like this year. 2.5 actually.
How many
So-
conferences are there in total though?
There's a
Uh,
lot.
So
Does like every
EA
big,
Play was first.
Does like every
So
big
let's go in
gaming
order.
company-
EA Play was
Oh, good
first,
lord.
and the only one I really saw was just Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order because it was like
Okay, but
4 hours
hold
long.
on.
And had,
EA's
like-
let us down before with the Star Wars Battlefronts. Let's not forget about
Yeah.
those gems.
This one is different, but who knows if it's gonna be good? It looks like Assassin's Creed, kind of.
And are
It
you,
looks
are
like
you,
it harkens back
No,
to the old
to
action.
me, it
Are
looked
you
like The
pulling for it,
Force
though?
Unleashed.
It did. Oh, it did.
then
Yeah.
I like
Wait, are you-
Fortunately, so
wait,
I'm
then are you
thinking these
pulling?
games
Are you
gonna be
pulling
good.
for it?
What?
Are you pulling for it? Do you want it to succeed?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a
you
good
you're,
Star
'cause
Wars
she's a
game,
huge fan of EA.
This is
Yeah,
made by
I'm
the
such
people
a
that made
huge
Apex
fan.
Legends, by the way.
I love how
Oh, and
I
they
love-
also made Modern Warfare 2, wasn't it?
Yes, the same people. Yep.
I love how they they milk every single one of their franchises to the last bit of cash and then kill off their studios.
They just freaking
Yeah.
they just suck those nipples dry.
Yeah.
Dude. They're bleeding by the time they're done with them.
No,
What do they do with the bodies?
they just squander potential. That's all they do. But anyways,
You
That's
heard
the
it
ol-
here first.
yeah, that's really the only. I didn't see the whole thing because I knew because they had the schedule what was coming up. They didn't have any surprises, any surprise announcements or anything as far as I know. They just had here's gameplay for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which they teased last year, and all the developer did was all the developer says, yeah, we're working on a new game. It's called Jedi Star Wars Fallen Order. There's no tag, no anything, no surprise. And it's like, oh, that's cool. Okay, let's go on to the other games. So this year, they showed the gameplay. It looked all right, but it could be a massive disappointment. As Donkey says, it's EA. You know they're going to screw this one up.
They'll find some way to
Yeah.
screw it up.
Yeah.
I'm confident in this one, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
After all the backlash they've received for everything they've done in the past, I'm pretty sure this one's gonna be fine.
Okay.
That's my guarantee. This one's
Be-
gonna be
You
fine.
better knock on some
Be an
wood there, Mike.
optimist.
Huh?
You better knock on
let's
some
put,
wood.
Let's put Cole's stamp on it. You have a cool like animation. For that.
Mr.
Cole's stamp
Universe.
of
Does this
improvement.
game get Cole's stamp? Yes.
Yes, it
Okay.
does.
Just
And
put
then-
one word in there.
And then, according to the schedule, they had just like Battlefield, Sims.
They had Apex Legends, yeah.
They
I
had a
watched
new
that.
hero. I didn't really care for much of that. All I just saw was Jedi Fallen Order.
Have you ever played Apex Legends?
I haven't actually.
I thought you did. Then you dabbled.
No.
with it.
I don't think you
On
like
mobile,
shooters though, do
didn't
you, Thane?
You played a little bit on
I
mobile.
don't like to. I like.
Have it on
I'm more
mobile.
like. I like more single player stuff. That's like unique. Like
Wait,
Doom
didn't you
or
play a little
Metroid
on your
Prime.
phone though, a little mobile on Apex?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you did.
Is that a thing?
No. Anyways, yeah, that
I mean,
was
I was
it
gonna
for,
say, I'll
that
get
was
it right
for
now.
EA Play. It sucked, even though I didn't watch the whole thing, but I knew it sucked. So then they had Microsoft, and Microsoft was pretty
It's two.
cool.
You know what's
Two
funny?
product
Go
companies,
ahead.
I'm counting
But
them.
I'm gonna
Never
butt
supposed to
in.
say
I'm gonna butt in when you talk about a
Exactly,
specific
they had-
individual.
So they had Ethereal Ring, which is a new game from Hidetaka Miyazaki, and George R. R. Martin, which is which is like an
Was
unheard
that the guy who
of
wrote Game of Thrones?
collaboration. Yeah,
Okay.
and a guy
Cole.
who made Dark Souls. So it's
So,
a collaboration.
Is this in the
George
Game
R.
of Thrones
Martin made
universe?
What?
Dark Souls?
No, George R. R. Martin did not make Dark Souls.
No, the
Hidetaka
other guy-
Miyazaki
yeah.
did.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cole.
Did George, or is this game gonna be set in the Game of Thrones universe? That's why they have George R. R. Martin, or is he just being some guy?
It's just
Probably
another
not,
name
it's
to
probably
slap
some
on
guy.
there. It's just
He
another
has
name to
written
slap
other
on there
stuff
for
besides
branding.
Game of Thrones.
But
I've looked it up.
I think he should use the Game of Thrones license on this because it'll make more money.
But
That would be smart.
Software's attached. It's gonna make money either way.
It'd make more money if it was Game of Thrones.
But why
attached,
have George R. R.
100%.
Martin? Is it just for creative input? Or are they just
Yeah,
is this for
I think
branding?
it's just for. I think it's just collaborative
Just
effort.
it's
yeah.
called capitalism.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't know George R. R. Martin was a big
Gamer.
gamer. Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
He really
He
kind of
was-
dicked up.
mhm.
That's been up there for a while.
Yeah.
What's been up there?
My leg on
He
his
did-
leg.
a lot of
for like
people
10
hated.
minutes.
A lot of people did hate the last season of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. He
Yeah.
really screwed up the last
Yeah.
season.
It wasn't him though. It was the writers. It was the TV show writers. There's really no
Cole-
book to
Cole, you can
base
read
it
it, I don't
off.
mind.
I don't know what I haven't looked up what George R. R. Martin thinks of the last season of Game of Thrones, but
Okay, real quick. This is but even more of a tangent from E3, but I've heard that Game of Thrones the book series isn't even complete yet.
yeah, it's not. 2 books left.
So they finished the TV show before they finished the book.
Yeah.
That's probably why it wasn't written very well. Anyway,
Yeah.
back to E3.
Yes,
Go for it,
exactly.
thing.
That's the point. That's exactly the point. Anyways, E3 they had Ethereal Ring, and then they had that Blair Witch game, which
You're taller than me. So
I don't know, and I can't remember too much because everything was overshadowed compared to my favorite moment from this entire E3, which they showed a cool cinematic Cyberpunk 2077 trailer, and like it starts off with like the character walking to like this room. And it's like, yeah, did you get the chip? It's like, yeah, wash yourself off. You're all bloody. And he goes wash off. Then there's a flashback, and they're like, you and your friend hop in a car. It's like, yeah, we did it. We're rich. And then he sees like his friends bleeding out. It's like, oh no, we have all the good times, man. All the good times are going through. And he says, I'm sorry, and he dies and bleeds out and gives you the chip. And then it flashes to the present, and he walks forward, and then the guys are trying to kill him, and what are you doing?
No, continue on. Go ahead.
Then he kills like 2 of the people, and then the big kingpin literally shoots you, and then you're waking up at a junkyard, and there's a guy comes by you and says, "Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn." Bends down. It's Keanu Reeves.
Keanu
Johnny
Reeves,
Silverhand.
everybody.
And you know what, Thane? Guess what else? We support Keanu so much that we've had him a part of our set for the last 3 years. He's right here. Point to Keanu, Zay. You can't. He's the one on this side with blue hair.
And then the next part, he came up and he said, "This
I
world is
didn't
so
even know that.
breathtaking." And then someone in the crowd says, "You're breathtaking." And he goes, "You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking." It's like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Keanu Reeves could be Cyberpunk. Hey, I see that right there.
What does it say? What does
I'm
it say?
setting the mood. I'm sorry.
What does it say?
It's a joke.
You hyped up Keanu Reeves pretty good.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to point out though, is that we have Keanu here. He's with us always. He's got blue hair in this one. It's from Bill and Ted,
This
Cole.
side
Yeah.
or this side?
This side.
And then, oh yeah, I guess they had a.
He's got the blue hair.
I guess at
The long hair.
Okay.
I guess at the end they had a game called Halo Infinite.
Oh, bro, I cried a little bit.
What
just a
is
little
that?
bit.
I didn't like all is the cinematic. I don't get the hype.
Listen,
I'm just
listen.
kidding,
No,
I
listen.
know.
I was very disappointed that they didn't show any gameplay.
Yeah.
But it looks good. Admit it.
next
Say
year-
it. Say it. It looks good.
yeah, it looks pretty good. But next year they will show
So you are
because.
excited about
Oh yeah,
it?
because the
Oh, yeah.
Xbox Scarlet is launching holiday 2020.
So I want to throw my 2 cents in on
Yeah.
the Halo stuff.
yeah.
I have some gripes with it. I don't think this is going to be a very good game.
Oh.
I think they're trying
hot
too
take.
hard to go back to the original 3, and that's ruining it. I think they should have stuck with their own Halo, but also change a little bit. Change the stuff people didn't like. That's the only thing you would have had to have done. Releasing the Project Scarlet thing the next year at the same time as Halo Infinite, I think that's a good idea, but I don't think they should put it on Xbox One if they're separate consoles, because that's going to hinder the game. Also, if they should have just called it Halo 6, Halo Infinite's a dumb title. All right, that's my 2 cents.
Whoa, hot takes.
Does this game get your stamp?
No.
Oh.
No stamp.
No stamp. You still
Well, if they
stamp
make
on
it like Halo Online, where you have like custom multiplayer modes, would that be pretty cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, another
Okay.
thing too, to like add to what Cole's saying as well, is like I don't understand, if you're gonna get a whole new engine, why would you do a whole new engine on and try to recreate the first 3? Is another one of my questions too.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. I'm not gonna keep my hopes up too high because the last 2 games have like disappointed me.
See, the thing is, I liked those games. I thought they weren't bad. I didn't think they were great. Halo 3 is the best one, in my opinion, still. Halo Reach was just as good as Halo 3, but it just, I don't know. They didn't tickle me the right way they should have, but they were still good games, in my opinion. That's why I don't think they should have went too far from them.
It peaked
See, I thought they
at
were all right.
Reach.
And I agree too. Like Halo 3 is probably by far my favorite Halo. I don't know. The first 3 are so good, but Halo 3 I played the most of for sure.
I think it peaked at Reach because that was the last game Bungie worked on, and then like they left to go do Destiny.
Yeah.
Then Destiny happened. I don't know.
We don't talk about
Destiny's
that.
a fine game too.
But now they're self-publishing, so. Wow.
So they searching weird stuff on
Yeah.
Google, and we're not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
No. Back to video games,
Yeah.
everybody.
You gotta you're gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm gonna keep my hopes low with Halo 6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it Halo
So-
6.
Sorry for dwelling on Microsoft for so long.
Talk about Sony.
So Bethesda's
What about Sony?
Expect nothing.
Sony,
get
they
everything.
weren't there.
All right.
No, Bethesda's. I thought they were gonna show Elder Scrolls 6, Starfield. Nothing. They dwindled on Blades. They said Fallout 76.
Sucked.
You had complaints, but we're trying to make the game better. It's like, yeah, I'm still not gonna
Wait,
play
was
it.
that-
They also
The
made it
game
a
was
battle
broken.
royale.
In that one, did it have?
That's
Did
true.
it have the? Was it a Swedish guy that was talking?
It was Todd. It was Todd Howard himself.
Yeah.
But wasn't there someone else? That's
Yeah, it was
like,
a sweet. Hello, welcome. I am
Hello,
doing
welcome.
Wolfenstein Youngblood.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
That was a good accent. My
Yeah.
goodness.
he's pretty good at making fun of people.
Oh.
Just kidding. No, he doesn't. He respects all.
Throw me into the bus like that, man.
He respects all.
Yeah, but that Swedish guy's voice epic. There's also that cute little
Asian
girl.
Oh, she was
Oh,
doing her-
okay,
she was
Tanko.
doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was
probably
pretty
the
funny.
best part of that conference was that Asian lady.
So you're saying all the games sucked?
The game itself, Ghostwire Tokyo, we haven't seen enough. I mean, it's from Tango. I heard Evil Fin 2 was better than 1, so it might be good. Who knows? But yeah, Bethesda sucked, especially with the Commander Keen. Oh, that lady was cringe, dude. That script she's reading off, that was so cringe. Just go look it up if you want a good cringe. And then they had Ubisoft. I fell asleep at part of it. It was just not exciting, and it abruptly ended to go to a Rainbow Six Siege match between
Oh yeah, that was
T-Pain
awesome.
and Lil
Ubisoft is my
Yachty.
favorite because we got to see T-Pain and Lil Yachty
Yeah,
fight.
T-Pain, Lil Yachty,
Yeah.
and their teams, dude. And I'm sure his video's up, but dude,
The esport match after the conference was better than the conference itself.
What the best part about Ubisoft was?
I
Just
thought that-
Dance 2020 is coming to the Switch and the Nintendo Wii.
and
Not
Wii.
the Wii U,
the original
the
Wii.
Wii.
Freak
This
dude.
console came out in 2007, mind
Yeah.
you. It's
Not the
over
Wii
11
U.
years old.
Dude, I hope the graphics are from 2007 as well
Yeah.
for the Wii. It's gonna be great.
But
You forgot one major title that I'm looking forward to.
what is it?
Gears of War 5.
Oh yeah, Gears of War 5 on Microsoft. Who cares?
What about nothing? What about
I care.
nothing? What about Death Stranding?
That was not
was
at
not
E3 this
E
E3.
year.
Oh.
That was before E3.
But it looks
I
good.
included it.
8-minute trailer. It looks good.
Are you gonna
But
talk
then,
about it?
You
You can talk about it later.
yeah, talk about it later.
Okay.
I'll talk about it closer to release. But they announced they had Watch Dogs Legion, which looks cool, but it sounds very ambitious. Like control every NPC and have each unique dialogues and personalities. Like, yeah, how unique is it gonna be? I bet it's just gonna be like 5 or 6 variations, and then just a limit. Like I could always tell, it's like this is way too ambitious for what they're showing. It's not
Ubisoft
gonna.
also announced their own EA Play and Game Pass as well.
Yeah.
That's true.
And also, John Berthnall brought his dog on stage.
That was
for-
a good
yeah,
part.
for Ghost Recon.
Brought his dog on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, or sit, and the dog was just sat there the whole time. It's like, wow.
It's a cute dog.
Yeah. And then they also announced, was it Gods and Monsters from Assassin's Creed Odyssey creators? They didn't show enough gameplay. I don't know. Maybe they'll show more. Maybe I'll get a little more excited. Also, Adventure Time is in Brawlhalla. That's it for Ubisoft.
Knock
Kind
off
of
Smash
sucked.
Bros. All right, what's the next conference?
Next they had Square Enix. Better than last year's, I will admit. Square Enix's last year was like some kind of direct, and it wasn't that good. And they showed off The Quiet Man, which we all know how that came to
This year.
Oh yeah, didn't they turn that into a movie?
No, that was last year.
Isn't
Last
that game
year they
based off the
showed-
movie Bye Bye Man?
No.
Is it
I
based
don't
off
know.
A Quiet Place?
It's Quiet Man. It's together. It's Quiet Bye Bye Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
Wonder how that
Played
would
by
be.
Sandra Ball.
We should make Star Wars and Back to the Future make a game.
Yeah.
We call it Back to the
Star-
Wars.
Back
or
to the Wars.
Star to the Back.
Wars.
Star to the back.
No, I just started.
Star to the Future.
So you got Back to the Wars. So if you're going back in time to World War I, or if you star on the back, it's like a tramp stamp of a star on your lower back.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, let's get on with it.
Very two separate movies.
Square Enix, they
Hit
showed
movies.
off Final
Same
Fantasy.
universe.
They showed off more Final Fantasy VII remake gameplay. It looks awesome, and they talked about it for a while.
Wait. No, before you go into that though, admit
sorry.
that you are a Final Fantasy fan. Before you say that,
What?
you are a Final Fantasy fan.
A little bit.
Of course, it looks great to you.
Yeah.
But it might look horrible to others, like
Yeah.
Cole.
I mean,
Stamp of approval.
oh, nice.
Oh, he's excited.
It looks
about
really
yeah.
good, actually.
It looks pretty
It
good.
looks pretty
Yes.
dang
All
good.
right.
It's like Kingdom Hearts. It's like Kingdom Hearts because the same guy, Tetsuya Nomura, he's doing this game.
Question:
What?
Do I have to play all the Final Fantasy games to understand the story of Final
Okay, he
Fantasy?
didn't
VII?
jump
No,
in at
not
8.
at all.
You could
Don't
jump
do
in at
that.
8 and you could understand it right away.
Yes, they're all self-contained stories.
Wow.
Why
So
7 though?
nothing
Is
connects.
7 supposed to be the greatest Final Fantasy ever made?
People just hold that to that high of a standard because it was so revolutionary for
It was
its
the first
time.
3D Final Fantasy,
Yeah,
and people got their
that's-
jaws on it.
Wait,
Yeah.
wasn't
I
Final Fantasy?
I like Final Fantasy VI better personally, but
Then got a
I like how
question.
the story is paced. I like everything. Huh?
Question.
What?
Can I?
Yes.
Okay.
Say it.
So is the first Final Fantasy, is that on the PS1?
It's on the NES. It's old. This is an old
So
franchise.
Which one was it that came out on PS1?
That was Final Fantasy VII. That was the first PS1 game.
Final Fantasy 7?
Yeah, it's. I told you it's an old franchise.
I don't understand.
Wait, so Final
the
Fantasy
gaps
7's
either.
coming out now?
No,
No,
it's
they're
a
remake.
remake. They're doing a remake.
The remake.
They're on 15.
Yeah.
They released 15 on the
Good
Xbox One and the
lord.
PS4.
Yeah.
I don't understand what the count is though. It's like,
I'm
how do you
gonna
go
jump
from
on
like
It's just a
Final
number.
Fantasy
I'm gonna
1,
jump under a
2,
bridge.
then there's 6, and it's like, well, what happened to 4 and 3 and 5?
So this is the way it works really quick. In America, we got Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3, and then they jumped to Final Fantasy 7 on the PS1. In Japan, they got 1 through 6 on the NES and the SNES. But in
No. Wait.
the R1, 2, and 3 is there 4, 5, and 6. So
No,
we
no, no.
missed
My
out on Final
gosh.
Fantasy 1, 2, and 3.
Whoa,
entirely.
stop right,
That makes
stop right
sense.
there. I'm gonna stop you right
I
there.
don't like how
That's
they don't
wrong.
line up in different
We got Final
countries.
Fantasy 1. They skipped 2 and 3.
That was the same one?
Final Fantasy. We got
thought
Final
one was
Fantasy 1 on the
4.
NES in America.
Yeah.
They skipped 2 and 3 on the NES. When came Final
Google it.
Fantasy 4,
Google it. We
They-
need to.
yeah.
it was they renamed Final Fantasy 2, and then they skipped number 5 and called it Final Fantasy 3.
No, 6 is 5. 6 is 3 for sure. I know that.
Have Cole do
positive.
it. Cole's closer.
Here.
I really got to pee, so do you think we can wrap this up in the next 5?
Okay, so yeah, so gameplay Final
I can't
Fantasy
hold. I'm
7.
just gonna go pee. Keep going.
Okay, yeah, so gameplay Final Fantasy 7. What else? They had talked about Final Fantasy 14 online. That's it. Yeah, and then they had Avengers, more gameplay of the Avengers game, which actually looks pretty cool, but it's like loosely based off the movies, but it's like its own, like it has its own art style, kind of like the new Spider-Man game on PS4, kind of, if you know, yeah. But yeah, and they also at the end they teased Hank Pym, showed Hank Pym off, not as Ant-Man, just as Hank Pym, and
Wait, that's what Ant-Man's name is?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
the original Ant-Man is Hank Pym.
What's the
Yeah,
new one?
Thane's right.
What's the new
Yes.
one?
Okay, can I do this real quick, Thane?
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
What?
Final Fantasy 1, Japan and United States both got the same Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 1 on the NES. Final Fantasy 2 and 3 were Japan exclusives, and we never got them here. We got them later in remakes.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 4 in Japan is our Final Fantasy 2 on the Super Nintendo. Final Fantasy 5 never came to the United States as well. Final Fantasy 6 is our Final Fantasy 3 in America on the Super Nintendo. And after that, everything's the same.
Yep. That probably confused a lot of people. It's like, wait, where's 4, 5, and 6?
So we missed 4 and 6, but I do know that eventually we missed 2, 3, and 5. We missed 2, 3, and 5, but eventually we did get those.
Yeah.
I believe it's PSP remakes,
Yeah. Final Fantasy 3 did get a DS remake.
DS
Yeah.
remake too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to me that
And-
always just confused the heck out of me.
Yeah. And numbers 2,
does.
3, and
Marketing
numbers,
wise, it makes sense.
and numbers 2 and 5 were brought in like PlayStation 1 compilations.
Oh yeah, yep.
And finally, I shouldn't probably grab the mic with it. It's probably going. Sorry about that. If it did,
Stop grabbing it then.
I stopped grabbing it.
You just grabbed it.
I didn't. I'm not grabbing anymore.
It's like the hand on the back.
Okay, so that was Square
Bro.
Enix.
So we have a video of it, right? Oh,
Yeah,
dude, we should
Yeah, that
totally
was
put
Square Enix. Also,
Later,
Final
later.
Fantasy VIII
Totally put that in
remastered.
there.
People got excited for. It was okay, and I've heard mixed things about Final Fantasy VIII. It's like that one's my favorite. I don't like that one. I'll have to try it.
That's
Maybe
all
I'll like
Final
it.
Fantasy.
And then
different.
Nintendo?
I've never played the game
Yeah.
before.
And then Nintendo?
On Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, PS4, Steam.
No. Then Nintendo's.
Direct.
Oh yeah.
This
yeah.
is the 7th conference, I believe, right?
Yeah. PlayStation again, missing in action. Namaste. I don't know.
That's like a yoga term.
Rest in
It's 'cause
peace,
Downward
Sony.
Dog.
Because
At
it's
E3.
Sony.
I mean, here's the thing about
Rising
Sony
Sun.
E3. They've been there every E3, so that's why it feels weird that they're gone this year because they've been there. Like if Square Enix missed a conference, I wouldn't cry. If Bethesda misses a conference, I wouldn't cry. Sony, I didn't cry, but I was like, it feels so weird.
You're deeply pained.
I was like, why?
And his
Why-
heart was filled with sorrow.
At least give us like a direct or something. Anyways,
Seriously.
Nintendo had their Nintendo Direct. First
Send us
off,
out an email or something.
AOL.
they
MySpace?
yeah.
I
For- they
Yeah.
they first revealed Dragon Quest hero as as like the second DLC fighter, or third if you count Piranha Plant, for Smash Brothers. And people were like, but I bet Japan was like, oh, like people in America, people in the West were like, people in Japan, and then
Is it an accurate representation?
yeah.
I
Then
didn't know
they-
Were they okay? Are they still doing
That
this?
guy's legs.
Then they showed other. Oh God. Then they showed like Daemon X Machina, Astral Chain, Luigi's Mansion 3, all that good stuff. They had Trials of Mana and the Collection of Mana,
Kurt
which is good
Cobain.
for Secret of Mana fans. And then they had and then what else? They also had the Dark Crystal game. He's cutting out where his legs are broken. Such a weird design, dude. That's like weird Photoshop. Save that.
I like it a lot.
So yeah, they had a bunch of cool
I
stuff.
Like your beard.
And then like towards the end, they had like another Smash reveal where it's like they had it set up just like the King K. Rool reveal, except King K. Rool was in their house, he was sleeping, and then a Jiggy passes by, and they look out the window and they see
And what
a silhouette.
Do you see?
They see a silhouette of a familiar character, and then Duck Hunt comes out. He's like, "Haha, I got you!" And then they're like, and then all three of them, Diddy, Donkey, and K. Rool, they're like, "What the fuck?" And then Banjo comes down. He slams on him, and it's Banjo Kazooie. He's in Smash. You got what you wanted.
You forgot about Mickey and
Well-
Waluigi.
But what about Crash Bandicoot? I want Crash for Smash.
I wanted Minecraft Steve.
Well, I don't know. There's still 2 more slots, so don't give up yet.
I give
But
up.
honestly,
give up.
honestly, they should put in like either Leonardo or Michelangelo from Ninja Turtles. I think.
Cool. Okay. Whatever. Well, we already got him in Injustice 2, and then to top it off, the last little thing they did, which was the best thing.
Oh, it was my favorite part
It's
of all
like-
of E3.
So they're like, the guy, the president, I think, is he the president of Nintendo? He's like, I got one more secret.
I think he's either the secretary or something like that. Yeah.
So he's like, I got one more secret to show you. And then it's like this ominous thing. It's like, is this Breath of the Wild? Is this an expansion? Is like a scary trailer? There's a vampire-looking dude.
Does
he,
everyone
like,
get a free shirt?
he like
something like
bends
that?
over and he like twists his neck and has a cracking sound. He has glowing eyes. And you see the castle start to rise. And then it shows words. It says, the sequel to Breath of the Wild is now in development. And we all creamed right there. We're like, ah!
Stamp of approval for that game, real quick.
Yes. Stamp of approval.
I gave it to 3 games. I don't remember what the first one
Has
was,
he beat
but
the first one yet?
I've beaten the first one many times.
Not the internet doesn't know that.
we don't know this.
I've beaten the internet many times. I've beaten them, and they said stop. And I will tell you right now,
Internet
I've
footy
beaten
refers-
Breath of the Wild twice.
When is the next episode coming out?
Soon.
Tomorrow, right?
Monday,
Probably.
Tomorrow.
Monday, the same day this video
Well,
comes out.
not tomorrow
Oh,
because we got a different video.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, the video
Tuesday,
that came
Breath
out
of the Wild
today
video
was
comes
Cole's
out.
return video. Not
Dragon
Cole's return,
Tales,
Cole's
Dragon
joining.
Tales.
The Return of the Cole.
Return of the Cole. So technically tomorrow, which would be Tuesday, it'll be released, right?
Yeah.
And then, speaking of which, after that, so on Wednesday, we got a brand new series that we filmed. When did we film it? Like 4 or 5 months ago?
Wasn't that long ago? Was it? Like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
It was in March.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
he was
3
on his little breaky break.
3 months ago.
Spring break, boys.
Anyway, we got a series that we filmed 3 months ago. It's finally coming out. You fart?
No, so
You're a horrible person. You're horrible.
Get your gas mask on.
Oh.
So yeah.
But yeah, we got a brand new series coming out on Wednesday as well. Be looking forward to that. We got a lot of stuff coming out, guys. But I
Pretty
just okay, fine. Wrap up your E3
pretty
thing.
average E3.
Okay. I'm pretty pumped. That stinks so bad, but I'm pretty pumped
at
that we're
them,
doing
hold on,
this
like
again, guys.
troopers.
I'm pretty pumped that we're all doing the podcast again.
We're
Stop.
touching thing through proxy.
Yeah.
It's fun. I like doing
pretty
this. I
bad
like season 1. I'm glad we're back. Glad we're not dead, unless we are dead by the time
I'm
you guys
dead.
see this.
How crazy would that be if all of us died of carbon monoxide poisoning in
Or
the night?
his what you just released.
Yeah.
Is that carbon monoxide? Is that what you say, carbon monoxide? Because you're slowly releasing it
That's
through your
methane.
butt.
His pheromones.
Yeah. But I mean, I think that's it. Unless you guys got anything else.
I have nothing.
That's a wrap.
Just keep
Can, I,
being
can we
yourselves.
plug ourselves?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
All right, you guys can find me at youtube.com/radkatz. Where can they find you guys?
YouTube.com/cadrats.
All right, what about you, Thane?
Twitter.com/radcats.
What about you, Zay?
Twitch.tv/radcat.
That's where you can find us, folks. Until next time.
Yeah, we got daily content. Also, Cole has been streaming very frequently, way more frequently than we have. So go check him out at
Twitch.tv/BW Cole. If you like Pokemon, then that's what I do.
Cole, do you know what Cole just did this past week? And I guess it's monumental. He caught a shiny. So you need to be there
Yeah,
for those
so
moments.
currently right now it's Safari Week. I'm going to plug this real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now it's Safari Week, and that is a week where we look for shiny Pokemon in the Safari Zone. The Safari Zone is a place where Pokemon can run away from you, so the chances of catching the shiny Pokemon are pretty rare. I encountered a shiny Pokemon 2 days ago. Check out my Twitter at BW Cole to see if I caught it. BW Cole 96, I guess, actually. Woo!
and then Thane streams.
I'm as of filming this, I'm gonna stream today, and I'm gonna try. And I've been a little bit out of the
Sunday
loop,
the
but I'm gonna
15th.
try to do every
He's streaming.
Tuesday,
Was it Yakuza
Thursday,
6?
and Sunday.
Is that Yakuza
Do we wanna-
6?
More early.
What schedule do we want to come up with us? Because we were doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but I don't know if we can make that quota.
Yakuza 6.
I definitely want to stream every day still.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Yeah.
available.
That's,
Yakuza
that's
6.
available for you.
Thank you.
What do you guys
So-
think? Like
so-
every Friday night for us?
Yeah, sure.
What?
Do you want to try to stream more than once a week?
I don't care.
There
Our
goes
camera died. Keep it rad, everybody.
visual.
And as always, oh wait,
Keep
never
it-
mind.
Yeah.
Keep it, Daddy. Happy Father's Day.
Keep it, Daddy. As
That's
the time
true.
of
Happy
filming
Father's
this,
Day. Yep.
It was
Keep
Father's
it,
Day.
Dad.
But yeah, new episodes every single day. New episodes of the podcast every Monday. Like we already said, be sure to check out all the crap. Follow us on all the things. Be sexy.
Link in the description below.
Link
Be
in the
safe.
descriptions.
And have a happy year.
Enjoy
Have
your
a good
summer.
Day.
Yeah.
Enjoy your summer. Yep.
Hand on the back, always.
You get the. We'll give you the final word then.
Peanut butter.
I don't expect anything more or anything less. I really don't.